and also log when you fill up gas. So you'll put, your fuel tank in there, and it's going to track every time you fill up. You'd want to update it, what your miles per gallon are per, whenever you fill up. So it tracks that for you. It also tracks your maintenance, so your oil changes, your tire rotations, and as you log in your odometer and like put in whenever you fill up with gas, because you're already sitting at the pump doing nothing, it'll slowly creep closer and closer your oil filter and your tire rotation with an accurate display of miles for when it's due. And then once it's due, it gives you that alert that, hey, you need to get a tire rotation, or hey, you need an oil change. So it's good for people that like to do their own oil changes where they don't have stickers they can just put on there. It also lets you keep track of information such as your warranties, your insurance. Has a little note section. You can put your tire size, all kinds of different stuff like that, just all in one place. And the end goal with it is I plan to do two things, right? So I plan to have an OBD port connector made, which will only be maybe $10, maybe like $9.99 retail, because instead of it needing to read these codes on a hard device, it'll just Bluetooth to the phone. So you just plug it in, gets power that way, Bluetooth to the phone. So if you like get a check engine light or something, it's going to let you know right away on the phone what that check engine light is and kind of break it down to you, while also then keeping track of your miles. So all you have to do then is just log your fuel, which if it's getting the information from the OBD, you might not even need to. It might be able to just log the fuel that way, because it'll read it in the car's computer. So yeah, I mean, it should be kind of interesting. And then after that, once in a perfect world, once it spreads a little bit more, I plan to launch an NFT with it. Now, why would I do an NFT with it? Reason being is for Carfax, where you can actually NFT your car. And then let's say if you go to a dealership and you buy a used car, well, on our system, you look up that VIN number and see if that individual had, our app or whatever, which if someone did have our app, that'd be super cool, right? But if they did have the app, then that individual will see the NFT of the car with also the prior services. And then the prior owner could also put notes on there, saying, hey, there's an electrical issue in this car that I've been fighting for the past 3 years for like the tail light. This way, if it does have issues, you can take it back to the dealership. And if they say, oh, this wasn't a problem before, you can show them the timestamp on blockchain, because it'll be laid out all nice and even, and let them know like this is the app, and have some kind of fighting chance, right? I mean, at the end of the day, the dealership's gonna tell you get fucked, right? But it at least lets you know before you even buy the car, instead of checking just the Carfax, you can also check this to actually get the individual's notes potentially for what problems they faced with it that the dealership is not going to tell you.
Oh yeah, dude, that's sick. I like that, the whole idea of, building it, getting kind of the ecosystem built out, and then integrating into the Web3 thing is the smart thing to do. I mean, there's probably a way to build it in the beginning and have people using it or understand, maybe it's the picture of whatever in the beginning is an NFT, so you can integrate it now, but really push it moving forward later. But I love the whole idea of, it's thought of mind, and it's just a regular app that just normal fucking people are going to have. And with the integration into NFTs and blockchain is smart.